Although most spots in our viewing area don't have snow or ice yet, you know it's coming. Daniel Roncari of the Morris Law Group joins us now with what homeowners and what municipalities need to do.
Yes, thanks for having me back.
So let's start off with homeowners, first of all. You know, we're all told you have to clear your snow, you have to clear ice within a certain amount of time. What are your responsibilities if somebody slips and falls on your property? Well,
your responsibility, first of all, as a homeowner is to ensure that visitors on your property are reasonably safe from harm while they're on your property. So this can include shoveling, salting, sanding your driveway, pathways, to ensure that people aren't... Steps as well. There's also a City of Hamilton bylaw, a snow clearing bylaw that requires homeowners to ensure that the adjacent sidewalk to their property is clear of snow, and if they have a roof that overhangs the city sidewalk, to ensure that that's clear of snow as well. And I believe it's 24 hours after a snowfall to ensure that the sidewalk and the roof is clear. But that's different, though, than the responsibilities under the Occupiers Liability Act, which sets a reasonable care standard. And you know, it's hard to say exactly what are your requirements under that act because every case is decided differently. But certainly that bylaw could be a factor.
Mm-hmm. Because if you clear your snow, it could still be slippery. Right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And the standard is reasonably safe. So that's why courts determine it's a fact-based inquiry. So they look at all sorts of factors to determine whether or not a homeowner met that standard.
Okay. What happens if somebody, not a guest of yours, but somebody walking on the sidewalk in front of your place slips and falls? Is that your fault as well as the city's fault, possibly? Possibly.
I mean, if a homeowner was shoveling their snow and created a snowbank on the city sidewalk, that could possibly create some liability on the homeowner. But generally speaking, it is the city's responsibility to make sure that the sidewalks are in reasonable state of repair. Mm-hmm. One thing your viewers may want to know is that if you do get hurt because of a city sidewalk that it wasn't maintained properly, there is a 10-day notice requirement. You have to give written notice to the municipality within 10 days.
Okay, because you could fall, right? You want to give notification to protect yourself as well, right?
Correct.
Because if you fall, you could feel like, oh, I'm okay today.
Yeah.
And then who knows, a few hours or later, something could develop.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always good to protect your rights because you never know what the long-term consequences will be from an injury.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen any lawsuits come out within the city of proving the point that why it's so important to clear your ice and snow?
Well, it's generally to ensure that people are safe because we live in Canada, we live in Ontario, and there's going to be snowfall. Right, at some point.
Yeah,
so far it's been pretty mild.
Yes.
You know, it's to ensure that people are safe while they're walking, and we know that people are visiting people over the holidays,
right.
And it's just to make sure that people, you know, fulfill their obligations.
Right, and even if you're not expecting somebody, say, up your driveway, you still have to keep in mind that a delivery person might come.
Exactly. People dropping off mail. The parcels, so it's always important to make sure that your home is reasonably safe.
Okay, so good idea now to stock up on the ice melter and and all of that kind of stuff and get those shovels ready. Yeah. Brian will tell us in the next half hour when we might be getting some snow. So thank you, Daniel, for coming in.
Thanks so much.